Hello and welcome to Kissimmee, Florida, on a bright sunshine day, Thursday, March 14, 2019. My name is Ed Habishaw, bringing you the call for Salve Regina softball. Today, the Seahawks have two games at the Fortune Road Complex. First up, Seahawks will be the home team against the Knights of Arcadia University. Andy Nelson in the pitching circle for Salve Regina. Her catcher is Holly Cathius. Third base, Ali Guzmano. Shortstop, Amanda Riley. Second base, Maddie Machado. First base, Lauren Packer. Outfield, Lindsay Florent, Megan Guest, and Nikki Vanelli left to right. And we are underway here. First batter for the Knights, Alex DeStefano, center fielder. Bunts one foul to the left side. 0-1 count on DeStefano. Alex is a sophomore from Ringgold, New Jersey, Huntington Central Regional High School. She offers the bunt at that. Foul tips it, and Holly Cathius shaken up on the bunt. Oh, and 2 count on DeStefano. Andy Nelson comes into today's game with a 2-run record overall. All those decisions have come in Florida. Seahawks are 2-4 on the season. 2 victories courtesy of Andy Nelson in the pitching circle. A no-hitter on Sunday and a 1-0 victory. And then yesterday in Winter Haven, Nelson got the victory in a 4-2 decision over Wheaton College. Count remains 0-2. Here's the pitch from Nelson. Called strike 3. Nelson had 14 Ks in yesterday's outing, as well as in Sunday's outing against Finlandia. Brings up the left fielder, Kristen Cancielleri. She is from Rocky Hill, Connecticut, East Catholic High School. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Strike 1. That's fouled out of play. It's a 4-diamond complex here at Fortune Road. Seahawks are playing on Field 3 in the game against Arcadia. They'll move to the camera's left for Field 2 when they face Washington College in a 4 o'clock game. Called strike 3. A late call. First 2 Knights up to bat against Andy Nelson go down looking at strike 3. Brings up Jackie Bellotti. She's the shortstop for Arcadia. The Knights have a 3-3 record overall entering this contest with the Seahawks. Nelson getting the call on the outside corner. She's thrown 8 pitches, all for strikes. 1 more. And if it gets Bellotti out, it'll be an immaculate inning. That's a grounder back to Nelson. Overhand throw to Packer at first. A 1-2-3. Down go the Knights, and up come the Seahawks. Nikki Vanelli, Lindsay Florent, and Amanda Riley due up in the bottom of the first. No score. Pitching for Arcadia, and its matchup with Salve Regina is Mary Pat Murray. She's also in the batting lineup for the Knights. DeStefano playing center field, Cancelleria playing left, Bellotti at short, Burge behind the plate, Shantz at first, Murray the pitcher, Zwicker in right, Marchesani third base, and Vardaman in the flex position playing second base for Arcadia. Seahawks lead off with the right-handed bat of Nicky Vanelli. Nicky from Quakertown, Pennsylvania. She's followed by Lindsay Florent, Amanda Riley, Lauren Packer, Maddie Machado, Holly Cathius, Megan Guest, J.C. Garrigan, and Ali Guzmano. We've mentioned this on previous broadcasts. Several of the Seahawks wearing numbers different from what they'll be wearing back home on this Florida trip. Strike call there on Vanelli. Vanelli will normally be number 1. She's wearing 22 down south. Fouls that out of play to the right. Previous game on this same field featured 2 New England schools, Newberry College and Keene State. As that soft line drive lifted to Bellotti at shortstop for out number 1 in the bottom of the first. The Owls defeated the Nighthawks 4-3. That game went 9 innings. It was 2-2 after 7, a scoreless 8th. Newberry pushed across the run in the top of the 9th, and then the Owls plated 2, including the game winner, in the bottom of the 9th. In this game, we have a scoreless contest between the Knights of Arcadia University and the Seahawks of Salve Regina University. Senior captain Lindsay Florent at the plate. She's playing left field. What a day she had yesterday. 4-2 win over Wheaton, followed by a 7-3 loss to Plymouth State. Florent, in the bottom of the first inning against the Panthers, launched her first career home run. She followed that with 2 more extra base hits, a double off the wall in right center, and a double up the middle. She scored 2 of the 3 Seahawk runs in that game and drove in 2 as well. 2 on the home run. That's in the air to left field. Camping under it is Cancelleri. She makes the catch for out number 2. So the Seahawks are putting the ball in the air, and they're becoming easy outs for the Knights. Another left-handed bat for the Seahawks. Senior captain, shortstop, Amanda Riley. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Two down, bases empty for the all-CCC shortstop, Amanda Riley. She's got a 2-0 count on her. Slaps that out of play, foul. Two and one now on Amanda Riley. Murray's pitch, lifted in the air. Shortstop over towards the foul line, making the grab in fair territory. 3 up, 3 down for both teams in the first inning. We head to the top of the second. No score here in Kissimmee, Florida. Left-handed batter Alexis Burge, the catcher, leading off for Arcadia in the top of the second inning. Scoreless game between the Seahawks and the Knights. Andy Nelson in her 1-2-3 inning first. Got the first two Knights looking, and then a bouncer back to herself in the pitching circle. Her first pitch to Burge is a called strike. Popped in the air, bounces foul. Guzmano in from third, and Nelson in from the pitcher's circle. Was not in the air long enough for anybody to make a play. Count now 0-2 on Burge. That's fouled out of play. Foul to the backstop. In the air on the right side, second base Machado drifting towards the foul line, makes the catch in fair territory. Burge, the first batter up, is retired on the pop to second base. After her no-hitter against Finlandia on Sunday, Nelson retired the first 5 batters she faced against Meredith College. She's facing first baseman Hunter Shancy. 1 out, bases empty. So Nelson officially went 8 2/3 of no-hit pitching before the first batter of 2019 got a base hit against her. Swing and a miss by Shantz, and it's an 0-2 count. Hunter Shantz from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, grounds it to shortstop. Amanda Riley down and throws over to Lauren Packer for the out. 2 down in the second. Six 3 on the play. Brings up the pitcher, Mary Pat Murray. First pitch in there for a called strike. Nelson working ahead of the Knights. Murray fouls that back to the backstop. 0-2 count on Nelson's counterpart, Mary Pat Murray, a junior from Belmar, New Jersey. Another foul to the backstop. Count remains 0-2. Two games today for Salve Regina softball, and they finish their Florida trip with one tomorrow, a 6:30 p.m. start. That's grounded. Nice backhand stop by Lauren Packer. She tagged the bag herself for the out. 3 unassisted. And down in order again go the Knights. We head to the bottom of the second. No score here in Kissimmee, Florida. It usually happens this way. A player makes a great defensive play in one half of the inning, and the very next half, they are leading off, as is the case now for Lauren Packer, a freshman from Manchester, Connecticut, playing first base, made the nice stop there on the hard ground ball by Mary Pat Murray. Murray pitches, and a line drive sent to second baseman. A nice leap for Vardaman, and the out. One pitch, one out, brings up second baseman Maddie Machado. Nice play by Vardaman, but she will not be coming to the plate. She is in the designated player position, or flex position, I should say. Machado fouls the first pitch out of play. One out, base is empty for the junior from Westport, Massachusetts, Maddie Machado. Nice bounce to the third baseman. Marchesani over at first. 5-3 the putout. Brings up the catcher, Holly Cathius. Cathius wearing number 6, batting in the 6th position. Caught every inning yesterday in the 2 games played by the Seahawks. That's lined down to right field. And foul. Holly Cathius, a senior captain with her fellow classmates. She's from Pelham, New Hampshire. Lines that into left field, landing for a base hit. Cathios makes the turn at first and gets back with a single. She's on first for her fellow captain classmate, Megan Guest. Cathios, the first base runner, with the first hit of the game. Megan Guest from Meriden, Connecticut, made some sensational plays out in the outfield in Game 2 against Plymouth State. At least 2 sliding catches, having to come in and make a great play. We're in the bottom of the second, scoreless game between Salve Regina University and Arcadia University. The Knights are located in Pennsylvania. Pitch up high and away. Salve Regina located in Newport, Rhode Island, on the world-famous Cliff Walk. Guess reaches for that outside pitch and fouls it off. Murray's pitch in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, Burge. That's fouled to the backstop. Another delivery from Murray. Another foul off the bat of Megan Guest. Murray pitches. Guest in the air, right field. Coming on for it is Zwicker. She makes the catch, and she'll be batting in the top half of the third. No runs on one hit, no errors, one left. After two complete, we are scoreless in Kissimmee. Welcome back to Kissimmee, Florida. We are at the Fortune Road Softball Complex. 4 fields in a clover formation. Ali Cathius gets her gear back on after her base hit in the bottom of the second. Ready to catch the deliveries of Andy Nelson. Nelson will be facing the 7-8-9 hitters in the night lineup. Tori Zangrilli, the designated player, Jackie Zwicker, the right fielder, and Morgan Marchesani, the third baseman. Zangrilli, a junior from Robbinsville, New Jersey. First pitch swinging high in the air to left field. Lindsey Florent back and has the catch for out number 1. Very humid day out here for both teams on field 3. Between the Newberry Knights and the Keene State Owls. Nighthawks, I should say, and the Keene State Owls. The facilities crew came in and watered the field, the infield. It was dry and dusty, and they set off some sprinklers to keep the dirt from blowing all over the place. The batter is Jackie Zwicker, a right fielder for the Arcadia. One hopper to Machado. It's in there for a base hit. Caught Machado in between. Zwicker on first base, the first night to reach against Nelson. And the batter is Morgan Marchesani, freshman from Havertown, Pennsylvania. Throw down by Cassius. Batter out on strikes. Runner safe at first. Back to the top of the order for Arcadia. Bunt fielded by Guzmano. In time over to Lauren Packer. So Nelson works around the error. And the Seahawks will come to bat. Still scoreless here in the bottom of the third. Designated player J.C. Garrigan will lead off for Salve Regina in the bottom of the third inning. Scoreless game between the Knights of Arcadia University and the Seahawks of Salve Regina University. Jen Rosa, assistant coach for Janelle Iaquinto, heads down to the first base coach's box as Iaquinto is in the third base box, just in front of her dugout as the home team. First pitch in there for a called strike from Murray to Garrigan. That pitch also catches the outside corner for strike two. 0-2 on Garrigan. She's followed by Ali Guzmano, the third baseman, who made a fantastic play, charging the bunt by DeStefano. Swing and a miss, strike three on Garrigan, and one down here in the bottom of the third inning. Ali Guzmano, a junior from Orange, Connecticut, playing third base. She's moved around the infield, including some work at second base. First pitch, a called strike from Murray. One and one now. Low for ball two. That's grounded to second base. Alexa Vardaman over to Chance. Two down. Back to the top of the order for the Seahawks. It's Nikki Vanelli. She popped to shortstop to lead off the first inning for Salve Regina. All three batters at the top of the order put the ball in the air. Vanelli, Florent, and Riley. That pitch high from Murray for ball one. Still high and more inside for ball two, 2-0. Vanelli has a pitch called a strike on the outside part of the plate. This umpire has been consistent with that call. It appears to be outside, but it's getting called strike consistently. Now a fouled pitch evens the count at 2-2 on number 22, Nikki Vanelli. She reaches down and picks up some dirt, perhaps to dry off her hands or just a psychological lever. After fouling that pitch off, she probably wanted a better hack at it. She'll get a 3-2 pitch now from Mary Pat Murray. 2 down, bases empty. Bottom of the third, scoreless game between the Knights and the Seahawks. In the air, infield, second base. Vardaman with the catch as she drifts towards the first base bag. 3 up, 3 down in the third inning. Still scoreless here. We have played 3 innings of scoreless ball here at Kissimmee, Florida. And leading off for the Knights of Arcadia University in the top of the 4th inning, it's Kristen Cancelleri. She struck out looking in the 1st inning. Cancelleri playing left field for Arcadia. First pitch in there, a called strike thrown by Andy Nelson. That'll be strike 2. Not sure if it was a called strike or if the offer was there on the bunt. Cathio sets up outside, and Cancelleri goes with the pitch to Lauren Packer. It'll be an out recorded by the first baseman, 3 unassisted. Brings up Jackie Bellotti. 1 out, bases empty here in the top of the 4th inning. Arcadia batting, facing the sophomore right-hander Andy Nelson from Candia, New Hampshire. Courtney Lotta, also a sophomore pitcher, warming up her throws in the Seahawk bullpen down on the third base, out of play. Swing and a miss for strike 2 on Jackie Bellotti. She bounced back to Nelson to end the 1st inning. Reaches for that pitch and is able to foul it out of play. Nice catch by one of Bellotti's teammates. Number 7, Mary Pat Murray, actually getting some work between innings. She's throwing some pitches. Another reach and another foul by Bellotti. Bellotti from North Wales, Pennsylvania. North Penn High School, a senior. Pitch up high for a ball. Bellotti bats in the number 3 spot for the Knights, playing shortstop. She's already had 2 pop-ups her way. They both came in the first inning. Little soft liner to Riley. And it's beaten out by Bellotti. Had some backspin on it. So Bellotti's on first base. The first hit for the Arcadia Knights. 1 out, 1 on for Alexis Burge, the catcher, batting from the left side. Pitch catches the outside corner for the lefty, a called strike. 0-1. Alexis Burge popped to Maddie Machado at second base to start off the second inning. She bats here with 1 out and 1 on in the fourth. Running is Bellotti. She slides into second with a stolen base. One hit for each side. Bellotti just picked it up for Arcadia. And Holly Cathius, Salve Regina catcher, had a base hit in the second inning. We are in the fourth inning, scoreless game between Arcadia University and Salve Regina University. Seahawk head coach Janelle I. Quinto in her third year with Salve Regina, having a discussion with the umpire on the base paths. I'm guessing she may be thinking that the base runner left first early and wants a judgment on that. Doesn't work in her favor. So a stolen base is credited to Bellotti. She's on second with 1 out. And the batter is Alexis Burge. Nielsen gets her sign from Cathius. That's a pop-up in the infield. Amanda Riley, the shortstop, catches it just to the right of the second base bag. 2 outs. Bellotti still on second base. Hunter Shantz, the batter. Shantz playing first for the Knights. She grounded to shortstop Amanda Riley. Megan Guest coming in from center field. Catches that pop on the outfield grass for out number 3. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We've played 3.5 from Kissimmee, still scoreless between Salve Regina and Arcadia. Left fielder Lindsey Florent leading off for Salve Regina in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Scoreless between Arcadia and Salve. That's driven into right center. Over to make the catches to Stefano. And 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Florent flew out to her left field counterpart, Cancelleri, in the first inning. So she continues to have lift on her swing. That's up the middle for a base hit for Amanda Riley. Senior shortstop on first base with one out. Lauren Packer at the plate. Packer lined out to the second baseman in the second inning. Looks at the first pitch. It's a called strike. Seahawks generally aggressive at the plate. A lot of first pitch swinging. Florent put the first pitch into center field for an out. That's into center field. DeStefano comes in several feet for the catch. And out number 2. And Amanda Riley grounded the first pitch she saw up the middle for a base hit. We now have Maddie Machado at the plate with 2 outs and Riley on first base. Machado grounded to third base in the second inning. And that'll be a foul on that bunt attempt. I'm not sure if Maddie Machado was attempting a bunt or trying to get a stolen base enhancement. That's grounded to third again. Strong throw from Marchesani over to Shantz. Side retired in the fourth. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. We go to the 5th inning, scoreless here between Arcadia and Salve Regina. The pitcher, Mary Pat Murray, at the plate for Arcadia, leading off the top of the 5th inning. Scoreless game. Annie Nelson delivers, and it's cut on and lifted into right field. There to make the catch is Nikki Vanelli. Her first action out in the field. And it's out number 1 in the 5th. Brings up Tori Sangrilli, the designated player. Bats from the right side. She fouls it to the backstop, 0-1. Zangrilli led off the 3rd inning and flew out to left fielder Lindsay Florent. That's in there for a called strike. Nelson ahead, 0-2. Cathius sets up outside again, looking for that chase pitch. Zangrilli chases it, but fouls it off. Stays alive, still 0-2. Fouled out of play. That's in play potentially near the first base dugout. Packer unable to hold on to it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down in the 5th inning. Zangrilli down on strikes. The 4th K for Andy Nelson. We're in the 5th inning. Jackie Zwicker reached in the 3rd inning off of Nelson. A hard shot right at second base. Misplayed for an error. That's grounded to Amanda Riley. Throws over to Packer for the out. That retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. After 4.5, it's no score here. Bottom of the 6th inning, scoreless between Arcadia and Salve Regina. Holly Cathius has one of the 2 Seahawk hits. She's at the plate, leading off against Mary Pat Murray. Pitch inside, almost hits Cathius. She does not flinch, and it's 1-0. To the right side, foul. Over first base. Picked up by right fielder Zwicker. Cathius and Amanda Riley with the 2 Seahawk hits. Jackie Bellotti has a lone hit for the Knights. 2-1 now on the Seahawk catcher from Pelham, New Hampshire. In her 3rd year with the program as a transfer student athlete. To second base. Vardaman with it. Over to Shantz. 1 out. Brings up Megan Guest with the bases empty. Guest flew out to right field to end the 2nd inning. She bats with 1 out here in the bottom half of the 5th. Seahawks are the home team. Blue tops, white bottoms. The Knights, gray and red in their colors. Last 2 pitches called strikes on Megan Guest. It's a 1-2 count. Able to get a piece of that pitch and fouls it out of play. Not much ventilation in the dugouts here at the Fortune Road Complex. A lot of concrete construction. But they do equip them with good-sized fans to move the air. Players in both dugouts all standing. Popped on the third base line in foul territory. Catch made there by Morgan Marchesani for out number 2. Brings up J.C. Garrigan. She struck out swinging her first at bat in the third. Fouls that to the backstop. J.C. Garrigan, a sophomore outfielder / pitcher. One of 4 sophomores on the Seahawks squad. All pitchers by trade. J.C. in the designated player role in this game. She has a powerful swing, capable of putting it out of the yard at any time. Inside pitch, a call. 2-2 on Garrigan. Correction, 1-2. Just a check of the scoreboard out in left field, left center. Garrigan up the middle and through, a base hit for the junior from Uxbridge, Massachusetts. Third hit of the game for the Seahawks, first for Garrigan. She's aboard with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Scoreless game. Ali Guzmano at the plate. Third baseman looks down to Janela Iaquinto in the third base coach's box. Receives a handful of signals. Fouls the first pitch out of play. The Knights are coached by Sarah Coletti. As an SID, we appreciate coaching staffs supplying the lineup cards in advance. And both Iaquinto and Coletti did just that. We were ready in plenty of time for not only the broadcast, but for the live stats. Guzmano leaves that pitch outside for ball 1, 1-2. Guzmano fights off that inside pitch. Good job. Unable to get the meat of the bat on the ball, but spoils it to get another pitch from Mary Pat Murray. Guzmano grounded out to second base in the 3rd inning, batting here with 2 outs and 1 on, bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss, strike 3. No runs on 1 hit. No errors and 1 left. We go to the 6th inning, scoreless here between Arcadia and Salve Regina. Three hits for the Seahawks, 1 hit for the Knights. Neither team has scored a run. And we are in the 6th inning. Bottom of the order for the Knights. Number 9, batting in the number 9 spot, Morgan Marchesani, the third baseman. Andy Nelson working at a quick pace. She's allowed just 2 base runners. A Knight reached on an error. And then Bellotti singled in the 4th. Swing and a miss. Count now 2-2 on Marchesani. Lifted high in the air. Megan Guess taking control and makes the catch as she crosses onto the infield dirt. 1 out. Back to the top of the order. Alex DeStefano, the center fielder. DeStefano 0 for 2, struck out looking and grounded to third baseman Ali Guzmano. That ended the 3rd inning. She fouls the first pitch off the backstop. Good cut by DeStefano. Big thank you to Paul Guzmano, father of Ali Guzmano, taking pictures. That's fouled out of play. 0-2 on DeStefano. For our next game with Washington College, I'll be joined by a member of the SID staff from the Shorewomen. That'll be Connor Flegel. Guzmano with the play over to Packer. 2 down. So Connor Flegel right now calling his team's game against UMass Boston. Batter now, Kristen Cancelliere. She struck out looking and then grounded to Lauren Packer unassisted in the 4th. Popped in the air. Shortstop Amanda Riley back still on the infield dirt. Makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 6th for Andy Nelson. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Scoreless for the Seahawks and the Knights. Seahawks will have the top of the order. Vanelli, Florent, and Riley due up in the bottom of the 6th. Nikki Vanelli, who homered in her very first collegiate at-bat on Sunday, at the plate for the Seahawks, leading off the 6th inning here on Thursday. Vanelli, a 5'3" freshman from Quakertown, Pennsylvania, Quaker Community School. Swings and misses for strike one, 1-1. Benelli has played third base and outfield for the Seahawks. Both corner positions in the outfield. That's in the air to center field. A long run for DeStefano. She makes the catch. Coming in onto the infield dirt. One away in the sixth inning. Brings up Lindsey Florent. Florent has flown out to left and to center. Both Andy Nelson and Mary Pat Murray working quickly in the pitching circle. That is fouled out of play. Salve Regina Baseball is playing a doubleheader against Mount Union. Seahawks are the home team in the first game, scheduled for 7 innings. And it's a 4-4 score. That's part of the Russ Matt Invitational. They're at Lake Myrtle Park in Auburndale, Florida. We are in Kissimmee, Florida with the spring games. And we're at Fortune Road Complex. A scoreless game, bottom of the sixth inning, 1 out. Lindsey Florent at the plate. Florent slaps that foul. Ali Oliveira and Kendall Dupre, a pair of freshmen from Rhode Island for the Seahawks, Smithfield and Cranston respectively, are outside the dugout area working on their swings for pinch hitting potential. Count now full on Lindsey Florent. She bats with the bases empty and 1 out in the bottom of the sixth inning, scoreless. In the air to left field. Coming in to make the catch is Cancelier, Florent's counterpart. And 2 down here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Base is still empty for Amanda Riley. She has one of the 3 Seahawk hits. Her single came in the 4th inning after popping up to her counterpart at shortstop in the 1st inning. She goes to left field, and it's dropping for a base hit. Riley turns the corner at first, digging for second. She'll have to hustle back, and now she's in a pickle. She's going to be safe. I guess there may have been interference by a fielder, so it'll be a base hit for Riley. A little bit of dancing around on the base pass. She's at first base with 2 outs. Her second hit of the game. Brings up Lauren Packer. First pitch in there, a called strike. Packer showing bunt. Pulls back. Drives it through the hole on the right side. 1 base advance for Amanda Riley. But 2 hits in the inning. The first time anybody has put together 2 hits in an inning. Never mind 2 base runners in an inning. Single for Packer through the right side. Seahawks have a little rally going with Maddie Machado at the plate. Bottom of the 6th, scoreless game. First pitch fouled, out of play. Some decent speed on the base pass for Salve Regina. Amanda Riley on second, Lauren Packer on first. Pitch up high for a 1-1 count now on Maddie Machado. She's bounced to third base. Both of her plate appearances. Looking to find the gap here and score Riley from second. Foul to the backstop, 1-2. That's bounced in front of the shortstop. She does not have a play to make, and Amanda Riley comes home. Great heads-up hustle by the senior shortstop, scoring all the way from second on the infield grounder. Seahawks take a 1-0 lead on the infield base hit for Maddie Machado. Runners at first and second for Holly Cathius. That'll go down as an RBI for Machado. Ball did not leave the infield. And Packer into second very quickly, so there was no play at that bag. Holly Cathius has a 2-1 count on her. Seahawks with the 1-0 lead. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Fouls it out of play over the backstop. Great heads up by Amanda Riley, the senior from Barrington, New Hampshire. No hesitation around third base. And this is all with 2 outs. Vanelli started the inning with a fly out to center. Florent followed with a fly out to left. Riley singled to left. Packer singled through the right side. And Machado's infield base hit brings Riley home from second. That's lifted out of play. Bellotti fielded the ball cleanly after Amanda Riley had crossed in front of her vision. So no bobble on the play. Packer just got down to second so quickly that she had no play to make there. And she saw that she wasn't going to get Machado out at first. So she held on to it. And then by the time Amanda Riley was crossing the plate, Bellotti threw to third, and there was no play to be made there. So we head to the top of the seventh. Seahawks with the 1-0 lead. Jackie Bellotti, who has the lone hit for the Knights. She also stole a base. She leads off the top of the seventh inning. with the Knights trailing 1-0. Salve Regina scored in the bottom half of the 6th, stringing together 3 two-out base hits from Riley, Packer, and Machado, scoring the lone run in this game so far. Annie Nelson looking to complete her second 1-0 victory of the week. Had a 1-0 no-hitter on Sunday against Finlandia, leading 1-0 here against Arcadia. Nelson delivers the 1-0 pitch. Called strike. This umpire has been consistent with that call all game long. So both Mary Pat Murray, the Arcadia University pitcher, and Andy Nelson, the Salve Regina pitcher, are attacking. In the hole, stopped by Riley. Throw from her knees, but good running from Bellotti to reach first base with her second single and just the second base hit for the visiting Knights. Nice stop by Amanda Riley with the backhand. And we have a pinch hitter for Alexis Burge. It'll be number 18, Cameron Bogert. She's looking to move Bellotti over on the base path. Offered there on the bunt attempt. Great location by Annie Nelson with her delivery, as Bogert unable to reach it. Holly Cathius, the Seahawk catcher, calling all the pitches. Top of the 7th. Foul pitch. Still a 1-2 count on pinch hitter Bogert. Leadoff batter aboard, Jackie Bellotti, her second single of the game. She's on first. Nelson delivers the 1-2 pitch. Up and away. Down to second. In with a stolen base. Goes Bellotti. 2-2 count now on Bogert. Unable to get the sacrifice bunt down. Bellotti takes care of that herself with a stolen base. Her second stolen base of the day as well. Nobody out. Bogert the batter with a 2-2 count. And again, on this stolen base, Iaquinto has a conversation with the base path umpire. Not sure what the discussion is about. Bellotti at second base with her second swipe of the day. She's got the only 2 hits for Arcadia. Nelson with a 2-2 pitch to Bogert. Lined into left field. A base hit. So pinch hitting job well done by Bogert. Back-to-back singles here in the 7th for the Arcadia Knights. Brings up Hunter Shantz. And we'll have a pinch runner for Bogert. It was 14. She retreats to her dugout. And 18 is back out there. Maybe we won't have a pinch runner. I think because if they want Alexis Burge to return as catcher, only Alexis Burge can come back to that spot. If they make a second substitution on that spot, Alexis Burge is done. She can re-enter once, and it has to be immediately for her vacated spot. And Janelle Iaquinto may be questioning the illegal substitution because it had already been deemed in play for number 14. Isabella O'Hare had occupied the base while Cameron Bogart had gone into the dugout after her pinch hit single. So this could be a technicality, but Bogart remains on first. Bellotti on third. The batter is Shantz. Shantz 0 for 2. Grounded to the shortstop and flew out to center field. Riley and Guest making the plays for Salve Regina. Still nobody out here in the 7th inning. Salve push across the run in its last half inning, the bottom of the 6th. That's fouled out. 1-2 count now on Shantz. Fouled out to the right. Shantz is getting a piece of it, although she's late on her swing. Nelson fires a fastball up high. Shantz does not chase. It's 2-2. Popped up. Megan Guest coming in. Makes the diving catch on the infield dirt. Outstanding hustle by the center fielder for the first out in the top of the 7th. So 1 out. I heard some post-catch celebration, but the base runner on first is now eliminated. There may be 2 outs here. There are. The scoreboard says 2 outs. Tying run on third base in Bellotti. I don't know how the second out was recorded. It may have been a failure to tag up. We have a pinch hitter. It's number 19, Ashley Eckett. She's batting with 2 outs. And Jackie Bellotti on third base. Bellotti led off with a single. Eckert batting for Mary Pat Murray, the Knights pitcher. The 0-2 pitch from Nelson. Outside for a ball. So Shantz flies out to Guest in the infield. And they were able to eliminate Bogert off the base pass. She was on first base after the pinch hit single. Now it's 2-2 on Eckett. Nelson pitches. Swung on a miss, strike three. Cathius holds on, and the Seahawks win. Final score, 1-0 here at Kissimmee, Florida. Final score, 1-0. Salve Regina, 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Knights. Seahawks improve to 3-4 overall, and Arcadia falls to 3-4 on the season. Salve Regina, the 1-0 winners over Arcadia University. Seahawks will again play this afternoon, a 4 o'clock start scheduled against Washington College. Join us for that contest. Have a good day.